So today we're going to continue our unit with soccer, and we're going to focus more specifically on passing and trapping the ball. So kicking the ball towards our partner and stopping the ball once it gets there. So what I want you to do right now is find your partner and decide who's partner A and who's partner B. So find your partner now. Who's A, who's B? Okay, if you are A, I want you to come over here and sit in a circle. If you are B, I want you to come on over here and sit in a circle. A's, you're going to talk about passing a soccer ball. What is our success criteria for passing a soccer ball? B's, you're going to talk about trapping a soccer ball, about stopping it. What makes a good stop of a soccer ball? So in your groups, let's talk right now. Okay, so I want you to stop talking. I want you to go back to your original partner, and you're going to share with your partner what you've learned, and you'll have 1 minute each. So find your partner from the beginning, share for 1 minute what you learned about either passing or trapping the ball. Okay, find your partner now. So to get warmed up today, we're going to play a game called I Can Handle It. In partners, students pass the ball back and forth to each other as they move around the activity area. Every 30 seconds, the teacher calls out an action that the students must perform together. Actions could include pass 5 times with the inside of the left foot, pass 5 times and use the heel wedge trap to stop the ball, pass 5 times with the outside of the right foot, or many others. After each new action is called, students try to move at a slightly quicker pace as they pass the ball back and forth, moving from a walk to a slow jog, to a jog, and finally to a run. Throughout the warm-up, the teacher prompts students to reflect on passing and trapping and connects it back to the success criteria on the poster. For student safety, prior to the activity, inspect activity area for safe traction and eliminate potential hazardous conditions. Set boundaries for activities a safe distance from the wall. Inform students of boundaries. Remind students to be cautious when moving and to be aware of the personal space of others. Check that each activity is spread out to minimize interference from other activities. So now that we're warmed up, we're going to continue to focus on passing. What I want you to do is find a partner, move into our passing drill space, and we've got 4 drills that we're going to work on to practice our success criteria. Partners stand 10 meters apart and practice passing and receiving a soccer ball, focusing on technique. Students should practice passing with the inside of both feet, and they should stop the ball each time with a trap before passing the ball back to their partner. Students can be grouped by ability or competitiveness to ensure even play. Different kinds and sizes of balls can be used. Now we'll play Pass on the Move. In groups of 3, students stand in the shape of a triangle. 2 students have a ball. Student 1, without a ball, runs back and forth across the top of the triangle like a pendulum, receiving passes on the run from students 2 and 3, stopping them and returning them to the passer. Players switch positions every 30 seconds. The teacher should remind the students of the success criteria throughout the task. Now we'll explore passing while working in a small group. Students work in groups of 3 with 1 ball per group. Students mark off a square using 4 pylons set 5 to 10 meters apart. Pass and find space. The 3 students each occupy 1 pylon area. One of the outside 2 students has the ball and passes to the student next to him or her, and then runs to the open corner. The student receives the ball, passes to the student who has not yet touched the ball, and then runs to the open corner. Continue passing and running to the open corner. Passes must go around the outside of the square and not through the middle of the square. Find space and receive. Students set up in a similar fashion to pass and find space. The student without the ball, who is closer to the open corner, waves or calls out, "I'm open," and receives the pass. The third student then runs to the open corner, waves or calls out, "I'm open," and receives a pass from the student with the ball. Students continue moving to an open space and receiving a pass. So now let's practice following our pass. Working in groups of 4, students set up 3 pylons in the shape of a triangle. There is a student at each pylon and 1 student with a ball who doubles up at a pylon. The student with the ball passes to the student facing them. They then follow the pass and take the spot of the student who has received the pass. The student who received the pass passes to the next person around the triangle and then follows the pass to take the place of the person they passed to. Students continue passing and replacing the person they passed to for the duration of the activity. So let's consolidate our learning with a mini game. Divide students into groups of 4 to 6. Students play mini half-field games of 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 keep away. The teacher reminds students of strategies such as moving to an open space, transitioning from offense to defense, and communication to students as they play. Let's cool down with Cool Leader. Students line up in groups of 4 and move around the activity area. They slowly decrease the activity level after each lap or half lap, from a run to a quick jog to a jog, and finally to a slow jog. As they move around the activity area in their line, the last person in line quickly runs and replaces the leader. The new student at the end of the line immediately moves to the front and replaces the new leader. This change of leaders takes place for the duration of the movement around the area. Students must move at a pace that allows the group to stay together. After completing 4 laps, students work in their groups and each leads the group in a lower body stretch. While stretching, pairs discuss whether they were able to successfully perform the success criteria. With their partner from the minds on, students reflect on the lesson learning goals and use the shared success criteria to self-assess their ability to send and receive the soccer ball.